Welcome back. Welcome back. It's me again. How y'all doing out there? Good people. How everybody out there doing? Oh yes, it's a sunny day today. Uh-huh. Yes, it is. On this Thursday, June 26, 2025. How everybody's doing out there? Some of you probably working, probably sleeping, probably work overnight shifts, you know, probably resting. And I know it's like early in the morning. But I just want to come on here. I'm DJ Dr. Charlene Johnson. Yes, we are here to talk about issues. So when I come on, I always want to let people know that I'm here to talk about issues and I'm here to speak the truth, not something I came up with because I look for the truth. I read the truth. I study the truth. Okay, so I'm not making this up. So, thank you again, family and friends, and those that's not busy, taking out your busy schedule to listen to Can't Catch a Break. And for those that are out there helping people, move forward in life, it's a good thing, bringing people to unite together, where it's peace and harmony and love is happening, you know, that's a good thing. So, for all the community people that's out there, helping out in the community, doing things for these kind of holidays. The 4th of July is coming, and we had other things, Juneteenth, and we have many different events. All the people out there that's participating and pushing forth some positive things is very great. So I want to give a big shout out to you. Um, yes, and today I have a good episode today. It's something I want to talk about. Not to be critical, not to be judgmental, but to bring people together, accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. Yes. It's kind of a brainstorm for all of us. Brainstorming, right? We want to brainstorm, right? A little cliche brainstorm because that helps when you brainstorm. You can think two heads are better than one, correct? Yes, it is. Okay, now I do want to talk about something that's very important, and I think it's really affecting everybody from all races, no matter what color you are, background. But we in critical times right now. We see it, and it's good to network with people who want to have conversations, positive conversations, and it's good to disagree and agree. We can't catch a break. We here to talk about issues. If you disagree and agree, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. People gotta learn how to communicate. Gotta bring togetherness. The meetings of the minds, as they say, correct? And so I'm here. Me and Dr. Shaw, we're here uh, to talk about things that affect everyone. No one is exempt from anything when it comes to issues or when it comes to things that is a need and and we talked about. Yes. So this is one of them. I want to talk about. Let's see. Let's talk about separation. Separation from races. When different colors, we being separated. And we know from the time to time in history, we see the separation from schoolings and stuff like that, the Brown versus Board education. We see all this. But we now have moved forward too. All the things that are happening in the past, we can move on because that's history. And the thing is that we just have to forgive and move forward if we want to make this world a better place, right? So for those that's out there listening, I commend you for bringing peace. It's about peace. The generations to come, who knows? To bring them up and live peace. Put differences aside because we see, things happening now. It's more greater advancement, more technology, more money, more things that we see that's taking place that could be, uh, looked at and at a good. thing, not a bad thing, to help people. Okay, but it's the way we do it as people. I understand about power. I understand about all that, but there's a way, for all of us to come together, though, still to unite. So, the community people that's out there working, and those that are out there trying to bring people together, is a good thing. That's what you want. Live in harmony, because we see what's going on right now. So I do have a good episode on today. You ready? Okay. So the question was arose, and I'm gonna ask this question. And okay, what does it mean to be separated? Okay, by color. Well, you said race, and this is not dealing with. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about uh, people coming together. I'm trying. I'm want to brainstorm. That's the word I'm using. Brainstorm. So if y'all catch on out there, what I'm talking about, you'll see what I'm coming at. What I'm talking about, to bring people together. And we see from people winning Nobel Peace Prizes and things of that nature, because they're bringing people together. They was helping for a cause. And the thing is, we must together bring people together in peace. You know, so when we look at separation by color or race, some people say it's segregation, right? And that's okay, all right. And I have mentioned in Brown versus the Board of Education. Okay, that was, for instance, I'll just use that. Now we're gonna brainstorm. Let's say this is a brainstorming set. Brainstorm. Let's brainstorm. The word brainstorming. And when you brainstorm, because you open your minds up, you free your mind up. Okay, you free your minds up. So we brainstorming. Okay, now here it is. The thing is, we must realize that we there's a lot. We understand that. I mean, I'm saying that you don't understand. I wanna I wanna make it clear. But when we talk about separating people in different groups based upon their race, you know, or race, or perceived as race, we are involved in different faculties, living areas, right? So when we look at this, um, a separation, the law, okay, the law has something to do with it too, because in social customs or practice, right? We see all that, right? So I like to read and define stuff to you, because that's what it's going to take. And this is not something um, that uh, that people should not take heed of, because right now it seems like we see a world of separation greatly. Now we see it more, where people, and you know what, it stems from what? Power. It stems from power. But it shouldn't be about your color. And it shouldn't be about that you can promote power to a point where you bring in race. People are equal. Everybody is, no matter what color you are. We are created equal in God's eyesight. That's right. That's right. Let me repeat that again. If you don't believe in God, okay, but I do, and I understand. But I've said we are created equal in God's eyesight. All people are. Okay, so that's what it is, and that's what it should be. And we see we're in a world right now where we see that it's not happening because of some resistance, you know, um, and day and time as we move forward. The ancestors, people, things that went on back then, it should, little by little, because of the trauma and the things that happened down through up to now, you should be looking at this and say, you know what, we got to come together and bring peace and harmony. It's, shouldn't be based upon our skin color. And we see that. Okay, we see that. And we see that not in a political game, where political game can dictate uh, you know, when it comes to if we don't like you because of a color. It shouldn't be like that. And see, that's what destroying America. But we got people that want to come together. You gotta find people that want to come together. And then guess what? You can push to make other races and all come together. Okay, putting differences aside, especially as Christians and those that's non-Christians. that we look at you as a human being, as a person created equal in God's eyesight, no matter who you are. But it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes people to stand up and look at this for what it is. It involves, uh, many different groups, racial groups, residential, neighborhood, schools, churches. I mean, really public. I mean, places. You go places to put your place in a way that you're promoting peace and harmony, not about power. And that's what we see from the political realm. It's only trickling down from the political realm right now. We see what's happening right now to a side where people rights and of humanity is being want to be taken away. We see that happening right now. We see the division like never before. Well, this racism that it shouldn't be, no matter who you are, what color you are, it shouldn't be. And American citizens and whoever, if it's there, then everybody speak against it that we don't want it. And then we need to do that. We love everybody. We forgive everybody. We treat everybody right. And that's what it's supposed to be. Let's brainstorm. Let's open up our minds to see that this is the plague. This is the thing that are crippling America right now. Okay, when it comes to people getting along, people fellowshipping, people coming together, this is this thing that's sticking its ugly head up. It's evil. It's all evil. It's all evil. Mm-mm. From the beginning. Okay, from the beginning of time. Okay, God created heaven and earth. So God wants us as family, people as families to come together. Okay, no matter what color you are, break down those bonds, break down those walls to divide people. We don't need that. Uh, and you see now the things from institutions, you know, how it's manifesting now, how you see it trying to really, when it comes to the money, who gonna get money for their schooling? It shouldn't be that. It should That's power. That's the wrong way. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. And see that kind of stuff just intensify more of it because it's certain different people. You look at that the ones that is not doing what you're doing. Then guess what? You're dividing people. You don't supposed to do that. Bring people together, no matter what color you are, race you're from. Bring people together. And when you look at, we see what's happening right now. Okay, and this is why the laws of the land is here to fight injustice for all. Okay, under the Constitution, we must realize and read this Constitution and know our rights. Anytime we oppose the Constitution, we're breaking the law. Okay, when the Constitution was written for a time, what we're living in right now, so people can come together, even if they had differences in the law, a law of the land, they can look at that and say, well, this is the way we live under the Constitution when it comes to our rights as human beings. And see, the happening now, it's just like a movie with people who don't have no laws. Then what? Just say if you was in a town where the survival rate was there's nobody around. And it was just a certain amount of people was around. And they got to survive. And all the people that had these skills and trades were you know, where they could do things, they weren't there. So now you're around different sets of people with different walks of life that don't have these skills and sets of trades. So then what you gonna do then? Even when it comes to the food, you gotta manage the food because if you don't, then what? You'll start y'all eat up everything and then you go hungry. So then you have to brainstorm and you have to come and everybody have to study to understand to get knowledge on how we're gonna come together to survive and in a positive way of everybody, no matter what color you are, you come together so everybody can survive and live at peace and harmony, but there'll be an understanding, and that's what we see right here, right now, because of the power and greed of the things that's happening to people to a point where some don't want understanding. They don't want that. They want separation, but it shouldn't be. So I'm here. I can't catch a break. I'm brainstorming. I call this brainstorming. The word is brainstorming. And for those that's out there, listen, let's brainstorm. hmm Brainstorm. Let's open up our minds, okay? Let's think. Let's think positive. Let's promote things that we could do to help one another. And regard in the settings that you are in, whether you're in a church, whether you are working at a job, whether, sitting down having conversations to build each other up, to build people up, to be helpers. And, that's how things, when it comes to race and separation, that you can bring people together. There's so much distractions out here right now, so much inward fighting right now that people are not thinking. Some people are not thinking, okay? Mhm. We believe in God, one nation under God. America, but one nation under God, right? Okay, you think God will want us to be separated like we are? No. And this is all the mindsets of people who want. But we need to just come together as of different races, come together. Forgiveness need to be accepted, either asked for, and love need to be put forward because we see it's not happening. There is there's a difference, when it comes to separation. Uh, when it comes to the historical side of basis of race and gender, but still though, we still have the physical being of people in our everyday activities in our lives. To everyone has a right. Remember that, okay? No matter who you are, you have a right. And then it's under our Constitution and God in the Bible. If you believe in the Bible, I'm not here to force my religion, so I want everybody to understand about me. And me and Dr. Shaw, we're not here to force our religion on no one, but we're here to bring unity, bring peace, and talk. For, okay, because you got to talk to bring unity, to get along. Okay, you got to get along. And when it comes to our, whether it's our housing, our health care, whether it's education, employment, or transportation, those things we could actually come together, because at one time when it came to transportation, you all know the story, when it came to riding a bus. Y'all know the story, right? The civil rights movement, those things where you couldn't ride a bus. And when it came to education, you had to sit in some places. So, back then you can sit in the same classrooms, or, it was different housing discrimination, unemployment, things like that. You had certain jobs you couldn't do. But now, it's, it's so what's the name? So I just want to talk about this. They're very important. So I just want to be brief with someone to help somebody, and as we brainstorm, let's brainstorm, okay? And you hear more from me, hear more from Dr. Charlene Johnson as we continue pushing for unity, as we continue pushing for love, forgiveness, as we can push on coming together, black or brown, whatever color you are. We all created equal in God's eyesight, and we're created equal in the Constitution of the United States. So there are those people that's fussing at the top at our political spectrum, trying to divide the country. Don't let it happen. Okay, you're better than that. We all are better than that. Let's brainstorm. Let's find ways to promote peace and happiness and unity. I know times are evil, things are changing, but we can live in a world of peace and harmony and love and forgiveness if we just have a meeting of minds and look at each other as being equal. Okay, not based upon color of your skin. Okay, but some people we always gonna have resistance too. You're gonna have those that just don't like you. But you have to be better than that. You just have to just love them because you have a conscience. People do still have a conscience, okay? And then just had people say my conscience won't let me sleep. I felt so guilty because they won't. They'll be at peace because good outweighs evil anything. I just want to let you know. Whatever your belief is, when it comes to that, I'm not here to discriminate against nobody. I'm here to speak the facts. And we're tired. Ain't y'all tired of all this? The children got to be raised up in this stuff, of this separation and, you know. I wasn't born in those areas, but I tell you one thing, I was born in different, but I refuse to be like that. Okay, I see everybody, no matter how you is. Yeah, people gonna have tempers and they gonna have disagreements, but I still gotta see you as equal, no matter what color you are. That's the way of life. Treat the way you want to be treated. But I'm really mean. I'm not talking about doing it for eye, tooth for tooth like that. No, no, I'm talking about doing it in a way where it's right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I just want to be brief with y'all. This brainstorm, all the audience out there is listening to Can't Catch a Break. I come on here, we come on here to talk about issues. There's many issues if you look at our podcast. We really talk, and some of it because of the silence. Everybody wants the music, and they want the background noise. But we try to talk audio because you can hear us better. You can relate to what I'm saying because we're not here to. Uh, we want to hear. We want you to hear. Okay, so we are. That's our podcast, Riverside. This is who we under. So they have good um, communication, and they I find them to work with you. If something's wrong technically, video. I mean, they help out. Okay, that's what they do. It's worth it. Some things people ain't always like in podcasts, is different ones, but at least they do be professionalism and communicate with you when you need them. Just somehow they'll reach out to you. Since I've been here, sometimes I may have something and then I'll chat with them or ask a question and they'll respond the next day, 24 hours, and they are really, prompt to doing that. And I'm not, like I say, all the podcasters out there listening. Hey, let's talk. My polling, POLL. You see the questions. Maybe you want to respond to me. I'll respond to you. Send me your email. I have an email. You can look on my podcast. I'll talk to you. Tell me who you are. Let's conversate. Let's group. Let's get a group session. Let's talk. Okay. All right. And we can mean the minds. It's good to disagree and agree because we want to better. That's all it is. Promoting better unity, it's promoting peace, harmony. It's promoting. It's not about judging. It's not about that. We got generations to come. People, kids. We got to be raised up. You see the world right now is in pandemonium right now. Confused. I wasn't born in the era of back then in the '60s like that or coming up, but I was born where where I was raised up in places like places in the neighborhood where it was rough. But I regardless of not having a two-parent home, okay, but I was my mom, but still though she raised me and the thing is she raised and we went to school, and we kept it like that. We obeyed the law. We respect our peers. We still do. We listen, and the generations they change. We see that some are younger mama, young grandmothers, younger dads. We see the things that are happening, but as those that's around that's seeing this can help better them that's raising, being young parents, young grandmothers. Okay, we as can help them also to be better parents, and not to be in their life like where we try and tell them what to do, but we can give wisdom, sound wisdom. Somebody gave me sound wisdom. So I say this when I come on Catch a Break. I'm not here to try to gain fame or entertainment. I'm here to speak the truth. We are here to speak the truth and love everybody. We're here to pray for everybody. We're here to help people. Sure, there's no perfect world. There's no perfect people, but we got to put differences aside. We're not here on this earth long, so let's make an example. Let's leave a legacy for our people, for the youth, anyone that knows us, so they can always remember. Some people remember you in a conversation when you're gone. I remember him. I remember her. Don't you want to be remembered by that? Because what we're seeing now is people not being remembered. We're seeing a lot of violence, so they ain't gonna remember you. They're gonna wipe you off the face of this earth. They're gonna forget you. You know. We want people to think about the good times and all the things that happened that was positive. Not thinking about a person that died. When you go to their funeral, you're actually crying. And you're crying, that's understandable. But the thing is, when you cry, you're crying, even though they did good things. You don't want to go to the funeral and be crying because they didn't do good, or in their life, and you're looking like, wow, you could have done something. So I say that to say this is that let's talk. Hey, I'm just saying, me and Dr. Shaw here just here to just share. Okay, we just here to share and acknowledge that someone shared with us. Okay, so thank you all. Can I give a good cheer? All right, all right, all right, all right. Appreciate you all. You know, thank you very much. Share with someone else. Mom can't catch a break. You can disagree and agree with us. Hey, guess what? It's always teachable moments. You always learning something new every day. There's nothing wrong with it. But the thing is, it's about all coming together. It's all about coming together. It's all about being together, growing together. That's right. You can make it. So you keep your head up, everybody. Keep your head up. Guess what? The best is yet to come. Yes, every day of our lives is a test, a trial, a tribulation. But guess what? We all right. We gonna be all right. Okay? You gonna be all right. All right? You gonna be all right. That's what I'm saying. Okay? All right. So thank you again. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. Come on with it. I want to hear from you. I love to conversate with you. You know what? People that are angry, people, hey, you know what? Guess what? Guess what? Nothing like calmness to deal with anger. Someone told me that speaking soft, listening, communicating. Guess what? You'd be surprised how many people's lives you can change by listening and getting an understanding of helping, using your wisdom, what you have been taught from others that went on down the line, from your peers that promoted unity, peace, and strength. Yes. So brainwashing, brainwashing. I call it brainwashing, y'all. Brainwashing, brainwashing. Yeah. Brainstorming. Did I say brainwashing? Brainstorming, brainstorming. Okay. I'm brainstorming. I'm opening up my mind. Brainwashing is washing things off your mind. Yeah. All right. I have to laugh at myself with that one. That was funny, right? That was funny. I said, okay. All right. Well, thank you all. May y'all have a blessed and a wonderful and exciting day, exciting life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. You only live once. Keep your head up. You can make it. Bye bye.